you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. And as always, we've got a lot of news to cover, but real quick before we get into today's news, I just want to let you guys know that I'm testing out a new microphone. I've got a wireless Bluetooth connected mic, so I really got this more for like the live streams because I really did not like the sound quality on those live streams. But if you guys like it and it sounds good, I may use it for news videos as well. So let me know in the comment section below if you think this is an improvement or what have you. Now let's get into the news today, and let's start off with some Storm Collectible news. So they've been doing, throughout the weekend, they've been doing their at-home New York Comic Con thing, along with other brands like Tomasi Nations and a few others that have their stuff distributed through Bluefin Distributors. So with Storm Collectibles, so really right after I talked to you guys in the last news video, they released these new images showing their first figure in this line, the Gatchaman line, which I always refer to this as G-Force because as a kid, the cartoon here in the United States that featured these characters was called G-Force. So if I remember correctly, this was like Mark, the leader of the team. And we've seen multiple companies do variations of these characters over the years. However, very few companies ever seem to actually fill out the entire team, which I hope Storm Collectibles is successful in doing. Usually we get, the leader here, and then maybe I forget what company it was, did like Jason. And we never hardly ever get the vehicles, which I doubt Storm would do the vehicles. Each character had their own mini vehicle. Mark here had a jet, if I remember correctly, and there was the race car and the motorcycle and the little tank thing. And then the main vehicle that was piloted by Tiny, that where all the little vehicles would fit inside and kind of complete it. So it would really be awesome if we got that, but like I said, Storm Collectibles doesn't really do vehicles, and certainly not, it would be pretty hard to do an in-scale vehicle for these guys. So but hopefully they will do the whole team, Keop, Tiny, what have you. It will be nice if they get the whole team. Now these images here, they're just early prototypes, so there might be some changes, like that cape, the way the figure is portrayed here, looks like would really limit the figure's movement. So I've got to figure that there's going to be some adjustments on that. But we'll have to see, and definitely we'll be keeping an eye out on this line. I remember that cartoon fondly, the G-Force cartoon as a kid. So I definitely might pick these up, assuming they actually end up doing the whole team. Storm Collectibles also released a new updated image for their Darkstalkers Dmitry Maximoff figure. So we had seen this figure on display at one of the overseas conventions, but now they've released the first official image for the figure. I'm guessing that solicitation information will be coming on this one pretty soon. And, if you've been wanting Darkstalkers, I know, back in the day, Soda Toys was going to do a line of these figures. They showed off prototypes and everything, but then the line never materialized. So I don't think anybody has done Darkstalkers since then. So this is really going to be our first chance at these guys. So hopefully, if you're a fan of this video game series, this is one you're going to want to check out. Storm Collectibles also announced a new license that they're going to be doing. This one is based on the Kengan Ashura. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not familiar with this one. It's based on a manga series. So, but if you're into that, then this might be one that you're interested in. No figures. They just announced that they have the license and going to be doing figures. And then finally, actually two other things that Storm Collectibles has announced this weekend. They gave us a first look at the next figure in their Samurai Showdown with an early prototype image of the Nakarura. If I mispronounce that one, I apologize. But a female character for the line, so that definitely looks pretty cool. And then finally, they teased what looks like is going to be Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. I can't say 100%. They just put out this image, but that seems to be what they were teasing. Possibly a Mortal Kombat 2 version. Now, while we're on the subject of Mortal Kombat, we also got a new reveal from McFarlane Toys. They are doing another variant version of Scorpion along with a new variant of Raiden that's being released as a 2-pack. This 2-pack is currently available for pre-order on Amazon. I don't think it's an Amazon exclusive. It doesn't say it's an Amazon exclusive, but that is where it's currently available for pre-order. It's listed with a November 1st release date. So we've got the Scorpion with blackout skin, and then also Raiden with uncompromising Defender skin. So some people have compared this version of Raiden to Captain America, which I thought was funny. But, you know, if you're into repainted variants, I mean, that's what these are. And we've seen Scorpion get the repainted treatment already. I mean, previously, McFarlane had teased another Scorpion, which they've not actually given us details on. But, you know, another paint variant with the shadow skin, as they call it. So there are differences, it looks like, between the colorations, but the figures themselves are exactly the same. And then Tamasi Nations also doing their at-home New York Comic Con thing with Bluefin Distributors. They showed off a couple new SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures, so no details as far as release dates or anything like that. But we got a new image for the lunch figure. We had seen this figure before, but they had it on display at San Diego, their at-home San Diego Comic Con event. But with this new image, we're seeing the figure with the blonde hair. And then the second figure, which I believe is the first time we're seeing, and forgive me if I mispronounced the character's name, but Frieza with the pod, first form with the pod. So I think the pod is, you know, I've seen this character before, so I think it's the pod that really makes this one unique. Again, no release information, no release dates or anything like that, but that information will probably be coming in the near future. For you wrestling fans, Boss Fight Studio showed off a second wave of their 6-inch Legends of Lucha Libre figures. So the 4 figures in the second wave, which are available for pre-order on the Boss Fight Studio website now, that each figure costs about $20 each. So we're getting a female character, Valkyrie. We're getting Juventude. Forgive me if I mispronounce some of these. I'm not super familiar with these characters, but or wrestlers, I should say. But Juventude, I'm going to go with. Penta Zero M, and then Ray Phoenix is the 4th figure rounding out this wave. And again, all 4 of these are available for pre-order now. And we actually got quite a bit of wrestling news this weekend. So besides Boss Fight Studio, Jazzwares revealed new images for a couple of upcoming AEW Unrivaled Collection figures. So first of all, we got to look at Dustin Rhodes, their new Dustin Rhodes figure. And then the second figure they showed off was Maxwell Jacob Friedman, or MJF. And with that one, there's going to be 2 different versions. There's going to be the regular version with the red trunks, and then the second version is the chase figure with the purple trunks, and that one's going to be limited to 1,000 pieces. Now, Jazzwares has said that they are going to be revealing a few more AEW figures, probably on Monday. They're actually doing these reveals with the actual wrestlers. The wrestlers themselves are revealing it on their various social media channel. So if you're into the AEW line, when those actually get made, those reveals get made, we'll definitely have coverage of those up on TNI. And then finally, for you wrestling fans, Mattel showed off some new figures for their WWE line, in particular the Elite Collection Series 81. So we're getting Shinsuke, which actually has a chase figure in this series as well with the black tights. And then most of the rest of the figures in this wave are actually classic wrestlers, so I'm definitely digging some of these. Mae Young is in this wave, along with a classic Undertaker, which has the removable mask and hat. We're getting probably my favorite, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. He is also getting a chase figure with the silver outfit. Nikolai Volkov, the Russian, is getting a figure in this wave. And then probably, actually I take it back, while I love $1 Million Man, this one's actually probably my favorite, Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. He is going to be a Target exclusive, and you know, he's got the British flag on his butt there, a classic British Bulldog, and of course with his actual Bulldog, which is nice. So those figures will be coming out pretty soon, I believe. And then we also got a sneak peek for Elite Collection Series 84 with the Murphy character. Mattel also announced some exclusive figures they're doing on their new Mattel Creations website. So this is in celebration of designers. They're doing these translucent figures with the idea being, you know, seeing the inner workings of these classic brands. So they're doing Barbie, Hot Wheels, Magic Ball, the Magic 8 Ball, and then finally He-Man with the Skeletor figure, which is probably, in my opinion, the coolest of the 4. Now the figures, I didn't check the prices on all of them, but the Skeletor figure is going to cost you $50. It is available for pre-order on the Mattel Creations website, and last time I checked, it was still in stock. So, if you like variant figures, it is on the pricey side, but especially if you like translucent type figures, this might be one you want to check out. Mattel also finally went on and officially announced that Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull playset. So we got to look at the new packaging along with the playset. I've talked about this set before. We saw the one image that had leaked out several weeks ago, but it has now been officially confirmed. The price on this is going to be $75. Now, it went up this week for pre-order on the Walmart website, but it will be available everywhere. It is not an exclusive to Walmart. So even small e-tailers like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store will eventually be carrying it. And it is pretty much a retooled version of the original Castle Grayskull playset, not the more modern one done through Matty Collector for the classic line, which was much bigger. But there are some differences. You also get that sorceress figure with the white outfit that's going to be exclusive to this playset. You've got to love the artwork. That's one of the coolest things, in my opinion, about it is the artwork. And then they also showed off a pretty cool image showing all the figures with it. And so we're getting a new look at She-Ra and some of the other upcoming figures in the Origins line. Gives you kind of an idea of scale and everything. They don't show you an actual figure standing in the drawbridge, so I don't know. Well, they do show the sorceress in the one picture, so I guess that gives you kind of an idea. So, kind of looks like just barely fits through the drawbridge, but I think that's kind of in keeping with the original playset as well. So, but if you're into, if you want if you don't have the original Castle Grayskull playset, or you just want a variation, or you might just pick it up for the artwork, the packaging and everything, depending on how hardcore you are. Now, this isn't due out until next spring. So again, by that point, Masters of the Universe Origins will be available everywhere. So I believe it's currently sold out, listed as sold out on the Walmart website, but I wouldn't really worry about it because, like I said, it's going to be available everywhere. Neca Toys this weekend was on hand at the New Jersey Toy Con, where they showed off a couple of new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle products. So both of these are based on Rocksteady and Bebop. They're variants of their Rocksteady and Bebop that have already been released in the Target line. The one set is the two in their bunny outfits. This was released through Loot Crate, or will be released through Loot Crate. It was announced months ago, but this is actually our first look at these two figures. Now, I forget which one it was, but you actually had to get all the Turtle Loot Crate offerings in order to get one of them, and then the other one was released as one of those offerings. But I believe these are all sold out on the Loot Crate site, so if you didn't jump in when they were originally announced, you're probably, unfortunately, probably going to have to resort to the secondary market. No word on them re-releasing these or offering more through Loot Crate. And again, as I'm filming this, I believe those Turtle Loot Crate sets are all sold out. Now, the second set that they showed is from the Turtles in Time video game. So the good news there is that those will be available. The Turtles in Time line is an online exclusive, so you should be able to get these anywhere like Big Bad Toy Store or what have you. I don't know when they're going to go up for pre-order or actually be released, but again, with the Turtles in Time video game line, it shouldn't be as hard to get them. And these are based on outfits that they were wearing, those pirate type outfits that they were wearing in one of the levels in the video game. Now, just today, they released a new image showing off their upcoming Gremlins 2, the new batch Greta figure. So this Ultimate figure was on display at Toy Fair back in February. No details on when it's going to go up for pre-order. I assume this is going to be available everywhere. I don't think this is going to be a store exclusive, but I won't swear to it. And again, I don't have any details. They just released this image, but those details like when it's going to go up and where it's going to go up for pre-order should probably be coming pretty soon. I don't have a whole lot of news for you guys on the Marvel Legend front this time around. The only thing I will let you guys know is if you missed out on the initial offering for the Army Builder Hellfire Club Goon figure, it is available again on the Hasbro Pulse website. Looks like they've got a lot more in stock. It's been up since Friday, and as I'm filming this, it is still currently available for pre-order for $14.99. So, like I said, it sold out pretty quickly initially when it went up during PulseCon, but now it seems to be more readily available. I've also been seeing the Target exclusive Storm 2-pack in and out of stock a lot here over the past couple of days. I was able to grab one off the website on Friday morning. I haven't checked as I'm filming this, so I don't know if it's available now or not, but if you're still trying to get your hands on that one and you haven't had any success at the physical stores, then you might want to just periodically check the website. Super 7 also doing their own kind of at-home New York Comic Con thing. I haven't really seen any reveals from them, but they are offering some exclusives. And the two I wanted to mention here today are two reaction figures, which are not something I'm a huge fan of generally. But with these two, I actually think they're pretty fitting for the reaction line, especially this Atom Bomb from Garbage Pail Kids. If you collected the old trading cards from the 80s, that would make fun of Cabbage Patch Kids, then I think this is a perfect type of line for these characters. So hopefully they will do more. They'll flush out the entire series of Garbage Pail Kids, but they're starting off here with Atom Bomb. I don't think they've done any others for garbage. I since I don't follow reactions super closely, I won't swear to it, but I think this is the first one that they've done for Garbage Pail Kids. But definitely, these are 5 points of articulated figures and all, and they do cost $20 each. But if you were a fan of that, like I said, of that original trading card series from the 80s, this is one you want to check out. The other one I think is kind of a good fit for this line as well, which is Chucky from the Child's Play movies, and you get the packaging and everything. Obviously there are more articulated versions of Chucky out there from companies like NECA, but if you want just a smaller version, you might want to check this one out. But definitely, I really like the Garbage Pail Kids figure with the Atom Bomb and hope they do more of that. Okay, and then finally today I wanted to update you guys on the Haslab Star Wars Vintage Collection Razor Crest. So on Friday, Hasbro had one of their live stream events. I misspoke when I talked about this coming in the last news video. They actually held it on their YouTube channel, not Facebook. I guess they're moving all their videos over to YouTube now, which I actually think is better. But if you went to Facebook, there was definitely a note letting you know that it was on their YouTube. So you probably were able to find it if you were looking for it. We, of course, also covered it on Jedi Insider. But I just wanted to go over the highlights from that video. And it all focused on the Razor Crest Haslab project. So they didn't reveal anything else. But they gave us our first look at the actual model of the ship, the unpainted gray model of the ship. Previously, we just had seen renderings of it. So that was the main focus of the video. But there was a few tidbits of information. So with the Vintage Collection Baby Yoda figure, which has been fully funded, that was the second stretch goal for this project. And they have surpassed that. There is at least one more stretch goal coming. They did not announce it on Friday. They said they were hoping to, but weren't able to have it ready, but do expect to announce it early this coming week. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm still hoping that it's going to be carbonite prisoners, hopefully more than one. Hopefully we get like a set of carbonite prisoners that you can hook to the hooks that are on the roof of the ship, so you can kind of recreate the scene from the first episode. But we'll have to wait and see on that. But with the Baby Yoda, they are going to be doing a regular Vintage Collection Baby Yoda. They assured people of that. But what they said was unique about this one is you get a unique card back. So, they can, since there was never an original Kenner figure, I'm sure they can do multiple card backs like this. So the card back's going to be unique. The head sculpt is supposed to be unique. And then they said that the air crib is going to be done with vac metal, so that would indicate that there's going to be another figure coming with the air crib, but it won't have the actual vac metal to it. So that's basically what's going to make this figure that comes with the Razor Crest unique over the regular release version. The head sculpt, the card back, and the vac metallization on the crib. Now, they also indicated that if you've missed out on the previous Vintage Collection figures, single-carded figures that they've already released, those figures will be re-released around the time that the Razor Crest starts shipping. So you get, of course, the Mandalorian with the soft goods cape with this vehicle along with Baby Yoda. But like if you didn't get the Cara Dune or the Remnant Stormtrooper, those figures will be re-released. I believe those are the only ones that they've done. Technically, maybe a Death Trooper. I forget if the Death Trooper was from Mandalorian or Rogue One. But those are all going to be re-released around the time that this starts shipping. So that was pretty much it for the video. And like I said, there should be at least one more stretch goal coming. If not, they might decide to do more, I guess. They left the door open for that possibility. But there's definitely one more coming, and we should get that announcement early this coming week. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you think about the new mic. Do you like the sound quality? Is it better, worse? Let me know down below. And until next time, guys, stay safe out there. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, like the video, and I'll catch you guys later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.